reporting for Katie Chats here in downtown Toronto at the projection booth for the Writing Women event with Kirsten Dahlin Nolan. What was your favorite part about watching Misrepresentation tonight?
It's a good question. My favorite part, I think movies like this are really good for inspiring conversation. And just like they tell us not to do with the media, I don't think that we should gobble up movies like this without questioning them as well. So I actually found myself watching and actually having a lot of questions for the movie. For example, they kept pitting smart women against sexy women. And I have a problem with that because women can be smart and they can be sexy at the same time. You know, and that's not something that anyone should feel any shame about or that we should be pitting women against. And but otherwise, I thought it was wonderful. But there's a few little things that I kind of want to just, I always like to take people to task and not in a bad way, but just to inspire further conversation. And I think that this movie did that in a big way tonight.
As an actress, is this something that you may want to do to see more social change, to maybe someday be on a panel like the one tonight?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the whole reason that I'm an actress is so that I can create more conversations and so that I can create more compassion. That's the whole reason that I got into this, not just the business, but the craft, and that's sort of my chosen way of communicating with the world. So, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I submitted a screenplay. Whether or not it goes anywhere, I don't care, because just the very act of writing parts for women is such an inspiring and wonderful thing to do. I started writing, and I was always writing male parts, because that's just sort of where my voice went for some reason, and for me to write with women as central characters was a cool exercise, and came up with some cool stuff. So yeah, we need more of it, and Canada's doing a really good job compared to the movie tonight. I would say that Canada is very much ahead of America in terms of what we're doing, but we still need a lot of work.
What are some of your current projects that may have some strong female protagonists?
Well, I just, aside from the screenplay I just wrote, I just finished doing a play that was called Gay Nerds, and we also have a web series, gaynerds.tv plug, and that's about women, and it's also about men, but the strong female character in that is bisexual, and she's just sort of standing up for women all the time. That's sort of like her, it's like a light comedy, and that's sort of like her big identity is like always fighting for women. So even though it's sort of in that like I don't want to say stereotypical, but that like kind of posy way, it's still sort of inciting that conversation. And then in everything I do, I sort of just try to bring that in. Is like, if I get characters, I'm always auditioning for moms or sexy chicks. It's like one or the other, right? So I'm like, okay, how can I flesh this out just a little bit more to make it something that I would want to watch, and something even more that I'm not embarrassed to play? Because if I'm embarrassed to play something, I'm not going to do it. My agent hates me for that. But if I don't want to do it, then I won't.
And what advice would you give to a young woman who's entering today's working world?
Oh, it's a big one. I would say, I think a lot of people tell you to be true to yourself, and I think everybody wants to be true to themselves. But when you're young and you're growing up, you don't always know how to do that because you're changing all the time. So I would just say, don't feel ashamed of who you are or what you're doing or what you're going through or of changes that you're making. Just go through your processes, figure out what you're doing, and if you are feeling shame, figure out if that's something that somebody else is putting on you or if that's something that actually has a basis in how you feel and like what your morals are and what your values are, and live your life that way. Because if you figure out what you're about and what you're interested in, then you're going to follow what you love, you know, and you're going to be happy no matter what. So you can have all the goals in the world, but just live every day doing things that you agree with, and use your voice, because you might be afraid to use it, but you're not going to get shot down, you know, like you're going to be respected for sticking up for yourself.
Thank you. That was wonderful. And where's the best place to find out more information on you as an actress and online?
Just Google me. I'm always changing my stuff. Just Google me.
Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats here at the Projection booth in downtown Toronto.